Hello, folks. Ryan with Natural Aquariums here, and joined here by Kenny and Dani with Daniken Aquatics. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Hello.
As you guys can see, my partner in crime is back.
I feel better. I feel human.
Nice.
Yeah, Dani and I found out the nasty virus that is going around. If there is one positive thing that comes from it, it makes you lose weight.
Oh, okay.
Well, Ken did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Right.
I lost 30.
The most pleasant way to lose weight.
Yeah, because your appetite's just gone.
I lost 13 pounds, man.
Well, congratulations. Silver lining, right?
If I had a hammer, I'd beat him over the head because
Hey!
it's not fair.
God, we're not even on somebody else's stream for 2 minutes and you're already beating on me. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
You're bringing Sunday night right over here to Wednesday.
Yeah, she didn't hold back anything, Ryan, did she?
No, she usually doesn't. But of course, living with you, I can imagine that might be a strategy you'd have to employ.
This is so true, Ryan.
You know what sucks is I can't remove myself and add myself back. I was going to remove myself.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot I'm not in control tonight.
Yeah. I got to make sure I take Kenny's side on a couple of things here. Oh, plants.
Plants. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
In fact, I bought some oh gosh, rotundifolia.
Rotella rotundifolia?
Yep. And
Nice.
I put it in this tank here. It's kind of like on the other side of my computer screens.
Okay.
And this stuff's just taking off, going to town, and I'm like, all right.
That's hilarious because, of course, other than YouTube, not YouTube, but on YouTube, one of my favorite streams, other than YouTube, has become that Maple Street Aquatics. And he's got that one tank. It's a big tank. It's at least a 75, and it's just got a ton of that stuff in there. And I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And yeah, he said Rotella rotundifolia. So I got a tissue culture of Rotella rotundifolia, and mine are about that tall.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I think they're getting too much light in my plant farm tank, and they're just not stretching for the light, or maybe they're taking forever to convert or something. I mean, they're all healthy. They're like a bright green down there, but they're not growing.
The tank that I have them on has the double old-fashioned fluorescent grow lights on it.
Did you happen to get that at Guppus? Do you remember?
No. Ken got it as a part of a 150-gallon that he purchased, and the guy goes, "Yeah, this is just what I use for lights. It grows everything."
Yep. And so it has two fluorescent bulbs in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's an old plastic case thing.
It's metal, but yeah.
Oh, it's metal. Oh, okay.
Like this is real old school, like marijuana grow or something.
Oh, right on.
They used to grow in
everything.
Hot
he says he grows everything under that.
I know. Well, they bought it from one of those grow type places.
Yeah.
But they used it for fish tanks and growing fish tank plants.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that light on that plant that I was talking about, it came with this 15-gallon hexagon aquarium, and it's this like super strong like grow light like that. And I got it off of Craigslist, and when I picked up the tank, he didn't have the light sitting out there, but it was in the ad. I'm like, how about that light? He's like, oh, that thing's like way too powerful for that tank. I'm like, yeah, but I still want it. And he's like, yeah, I think it's made for growing weed or something. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna grow plants with it. That's for sure.
What up, Trent? I seen you coming in there, man.
Oh yeah. There's my son, right on cue. When I talk about appropriate things.
I know, right? And it's even not even that you were doing anything inappropriate with the light.
No, I mean it's the Pacific Northwest here. The good majority of things are legal.
Yeah.
What's going on, Ian?
Yeah, we got all sorts of cool people in here. Steph with I Hate Stupid People. Ricky. Anna's Hobbies. I don't know Anna. Thank you for joining us. That's awesome. T-Bone. We're joined from down under. How did you guys feel about that when this happened to you? Australian people. It's amazing. My son, Trenton. The More Natural Aquarium, if people don't know. Sandy, hello. Fish Dreams. Kenny said hi to Ian. Yeah. Oh, Daniel Velez.
What's going on, Daniel?
I like how Trenton says hi, Dad.
I was saying that to Father Fish for a while before I knew that he literally was a father previously, or he's the father. Yeah, so I was like, thanks, Dad. And I noticed it didn't go over so well. He never really responded. And so then I kind of stopped doing it. Then I heard kind of the rest of the story there, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
he's not
Mr.
Dad.
Snail Guardians is in the Pacific Northwest too, in Vancouver, Washington.
I
In
didn't
your
know
stomping
this.
ground. Yeah.
Who is?
Mystery Snail Guardians.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I've been seeing them the last couple of days.
I didn't know they were out here.
Yeah, that's cool.
I wonder if it's somebody we already know then.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, I'm in Vancouver right now. I could just scream out the window. See if, I don't know. We probably have easier ways.
I don't know if they'll hear me and Danny screaming.
Yeah.
Where's your horn, Ken? Where's your horn?
Although Danny has a way. They probably will hear her in Vancouver, BC.
Oh my gosh! Did you just hear what he said? Oh
I did not. I was reading chat there. Maybe it's best that I.
He insulted me.
Oh, okay. Well, Jimmy P wanted me to ask you, Danny, could you please cheer up?
Yes. Always needs cheering up.
Yeah. No, it looks like you're feeling better. I'm happy to hear that. I know everybody else was asking. What happened?
No. I'm not sure what he meant by this, but I'm sorry. It hit my funny bone. Trenton says, open the window. Trust me. It'll be a good idea. What's that mean? Now, keep in mind, this is his teenage son. So I'm thinking, did he just he didn't just go by and dirty bomb him on his way by, did he? And then he's in there laughing about it.
Yeah, I think he's out there screaming in the backyard.
Oh. I thought maybe he went and did what it does silent but Daddy is. He flew by the office there and he was getting you or something. I raised two sons, so I know what they're capable of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm still learning.
I was just gonna tell him about how he's giving a tutorial in the office on how to fart in the office.
Okay, nice. Yeah, this is good. HR
you go
stuff.
by people's cubes that you don't like, and you do the silent but deadlies, but you have a file folder that you're waving behind you, so it really kind of pushes around the.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. To direct those missiles at the right people.
Exactly.
I don't ever want to hear you telling me to. I don't ever want to hear you get on. We're on a visiting stream and you're acting up now.
I'm so sorry.
Man, I thought I had my hands flash.
She would have had me for 2 hours over there. She don't get out much. Sorry.
But you didn't know your wife gave.
I just barely got her potty trained last week, Ryan. I am so sorry.
There you go, Trent. Now put your comment up there. You're welcome.
Oh, Trent, man, he's like, Yeah, whatever you do, Dad, don't sniff in. You know, it's nothing to worry about, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy P's Aquarium says, my kids always air pooped me. Strange enough, I miss it.
Oh.
Amazing what you miss.
No, if there's actual bodily fluids coming out, I'm out.
Ken!
Okay.
Well,
Out,
Just-
ski.
He's
I don't think we're
talking
talking
about
fluids.
farts.
let's
Oh.
not go there. I mean, Danny went far enough with the
Dude,
office etiquette.
it's really funny to most, but to me, it's really not. It's like post-traumatic stress syndrome after raising children, all right? I mean,
He's such a liar. He used to go eat clams, smoked clams, and then he would run around the house chasing the kids going, hi, how are you? In their faces.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like some torture stuff I do to Trent, for sure. Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
want
my
to talk about his fingernails or toenail clippings in their pillowcases.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'll shut up now. Sorry. I
It's all
totally
good.
derailed your stream.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm out.
So, Danny, you got some new plants, you know?
I did.
Obviously, you got 70 tanks there or something. You guys are
Yeah.
having to do water changes all the time. Have you?
Hey, but we
Dennis.
are going to become normal people. We're going to drop it down to like 50 to 60.
Oh, yeah, the consolidation. You're going bigger, less tanks, correct?
Right.
Nice. Nice. Normal people. Wow.
Normal people. Yes, we have 150 gallon out in the front yard that I'm in the process of cleaning.
Mhm. Nice.
My neighbors
Nice.
are probably like, what?
T-bone. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. S'more, Kenny did a fart in the general direction of 20,000 people.
Had to hold their breath. Kenny did it for certain
Dropping the bomb.
Wow.
See, they like fart stories.
Apparently. Well, they like that. And then according to Rob's stream, they like fish fam calendars, and they like
Trent says, "Can I say hi?"
He wanted to come say hi. I told him, yeah, he can stop in for a second, say hi. No, he's not.
Oh, you thought you were in trouble before. Now Miss Patty's here. You're in definite doo-doo now.
Yeah.
She landed
Yeah.
in here a while back. So.
I mean, it all started with Trenton last week. I thought I was in trouble then, and then, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have Ken on next week, and you're like, dude, I'm not going to be any easier, you know? And then you bring Danny, and we're like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Bombarded by all of you, but I love it. You know, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Oh, she was DTing to get out there and get back on the stream. She missed Sunday, so now she's having a little stream
He acts like
DTs.
I'm addicted to this stuff. Week.
Oh, the dog came in too.
I have a dog in here, I think. Maybe.
Shiva!
She's in here. Leave her alone.
Oh no, who's that?
Hi, Trenton.
Well, look at the camera.
Oh.
Oh, look at chat. You look at the camera.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Right, Stormy?
Did you want to tell them what I got today?
Sure.
All right.
So you got those shrimps?
Yep.
First try.
What was that? I didn't hear.
I got crystal red shrimp.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So I did that aquascape contest that Alex had with the secret history living inside your aquarium. And yeah, so it's just a little kind of 3.5 gallon cube tank and it's just crazy with plants now.
We're probably gonna do a video on it soon.
Yeah, probably do a video on it for sure.
Like maybe it'll come out in like a week, maybe. No promises.
Maybe, no
No.
promises. So yeah, I was looking for some different shrimp to put in there, and I thought since it had such a small water volume that, you know, without an RODI system, that I could just use like deionized or distilled water that you get at the grocery store to do the water changes with. So
Somebody I know was supposed to do one of those scapes too. Who was that?
You know, my immersed growth plant that I purchased to put in that died.
yeah.
My immersed plants all died. The ones that are growing out of the water. Everything in the water is growing, but out of the water, forget it. They just like the leaves literally turned brown on the edges.
Started
Like,
crinkling up. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, plants are a pain in the butt when you have to water them. You know.
I have it sticking out of the fish tank. The bottom's in the water all the time.
Yeah.
But it still turned brown. But that was during the heat wave. So.
Yeah. I made this kind of little plastic cover, like, you know, like I said, this is a small tank, so I made this little plastic cover to kind of keep some of the moisture in there, keep it more of a humid environment and stuff, and that worked out pretty well for a while. Then I took it off there just to see how things were going, and then some of it, you know, most of it was pretty healthy, but some of it started kind of drying out, dying back. Pick some of that out of there, and then ended up putting that thing back on for the time being.
Well, at least you gave a finished product. I didn't do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, not yet. He extended the thing another month, so yeah. I mean, well, it should be around, and hopefully, I'll have the crystal red shrimp in there. Yeah.
So what's the new cutoff now?
The delay.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Kenny. What was that?
What's the cutoff now?
I think it was August 10th, and he extended it a month, so September 10th or so.
There you go, Danny. You can still get yours done.
Yeah, you got 15 days.
My dead plants.
Out today.
Although, hey, hang on. I'll go grab something really quick.
All right. Yeah, we'll try to hold down the fort without you.
She's something else. I don't know what she's getting now. Probably something else she got illegally.
Off to the prop closet.
No, she probably took something else. Oh, I see what she's gonna do.
Well, you know, I mean, legal. There's legal, and then there's legal. You know.
No, the illegal. I'm talking to stuff unauthorized purchases that she hasn't told me about yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ooh, unauthorized purchase.
This was not an unauthorized purchase.
Oh, yes,
I won this. So I won this little
that's right.
rimless down there at the Willamette Valley Aquarium Society.
Who won? At least let me get credit. I won it for you.
Oh yeah, it was Kenny that won it, right? Is it his number?
But instantly, it's hers now.
Well,
she probably knows I can't fit an Oscar in it.
Well, and I don't know if you can fit your arm in there.
Yeah.
You might be able to fit an
Although, this is the perfect size for Ken to cuddle with.
There you go. Yeah, just let him sleep with the tank, and then that way he doesn't have to get up in the middle of the night and carry one around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
water all over. Oh, lid.
They're talking about Trent's hair.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. You want a haircut, man?
Oh, no. I'm never getting a haircut. This is it. Oh, you should see a picture that I got of the city. My hair was a mess. Giant floppy blanket.
When you were down in Atlanta, like the humidity get to you, and like, oh, it's Spokane, huh?
No,
so it's the
like
dry
that.
air.
No, there was nothing like about where I was. Just a picture that was totally.
Oh, yeah. So you gotta get everything authorized, like Ken.
I think you should come see Uncle Kenny. I'll take you for a haircut.
No.
No.
Hey, Bateson, how's it going? Another Guppus member in the house, Ian, and yourselves
Guppus in the
and me.
Shanna's here now, so we
Oh,
got
yeah,
we
Shanna's
got
here.
the crew showing.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
We're
503.
doing great.
What up? What up, Fish Tropic? Jimmy P, we got them all coming in now.
Yeah, yeah. You guys, brought a crowd with you. I appreciate it.
Maybe or not. I don't know.
All right.
Trenton, you're so funny.
Thanks for dropping.
Yeah, Kenny was quite a bit like him in his younger years.
Yeah, that's what he said to me after that last week's
Oh
stream.
yeah, I remember that.
And when he said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, this all kind of seems pretty familiar. I think I was pretty much like that at that age.
Well, they say you mellow out in old age. Yeah.
Although my kids said as soon as they hit that golden year 18, Dad became a different person. It was like the weight of the world had been lifted off Ken and he could become the nice guy again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult balancing act, trying to be their friend and be their parent at the same time.
No, public enemy number one, buddy. I was the whole time raising.
Well, see, you guys have 4 kids or something. I've only got 1 to deal with.
Yeah. 2 daughters on top of it. 2 daughters.
Yeah,
Two.
yeah, no kidding.
My left side, right side of my hair. God.
Is that what happened?
Then all the speckles of gray in between, that's the boys.
There you go.
Oh no, Bates and Genetics says that it's tearing down my 220 to replace it with a 180 because I'm pretty sure my ID shark busted it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those iridescent sharks are no joke.
Oh, when they get cruising.
So you're going to put it in a smaller tank?
Well,
in the smaller tank, they won't be able to.
A lot of choices. I mean, at least he's got a 180 around too.
Well, and think about it. It's going to shorten it up a little bit, so that thing's not going to be able to get enough steam up to really get. It's still going to get steam up. Those things are fast, man. I'm going to have the same problem someday. I'm sitting here giggling about him. I'm going to have the same problem one day.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me, actually. I bought those crystal red shrimp at the wet spot today, and I meant to tell them because I was looking at. Quit bumping the camera. I was looking at some other tanks while I was waiting for some help there, and there was this tank with these really cool plecos. I think they're L234s or something like that, like pretty dark with little white spots on them and stuff. Really cool. But in this tank, like you could see in the middle of it, like the silicone was up, like waving around in the water and stuff. And so I meant to tell him about that because, yeah, that tank's probably going to be leaking soon.
Yeah.
As I look out the window at a 125 standing upright on a windy night, that was probably not our best choice.
Yeah, you might want to lay that down.
Well, no, I got to finish cleaning it first.
Well, and plus, I mean,
I know your current rate of speed of cleaning, and the 300 is still not ready, so I think we'll just go ahead and put it down.
I had that 99% cleaned today.
The
we
300?
put it in the yard today.
Or the 125?
No, the 125. It's a glass tank. It's easy to clean.
Right,
The acrylic tank I was buffing out, but now it's too low. I need to have it lifted and put up on sawhorses to work on it, or I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Now, remember, Danny, these acrylic tanks, they look like hell when they're dry. But when you fill it up, like a lot of those fine scratches.
The ones I'm trying to get are pretty heavy duty scratches.
Okay.
I mean, they're big.
Yeah.
They are surface scratches.
You want me to you want me to go take pictures?
I'll take your word for it.
I won't.
What's thicker? Oh, the 180's thicker, I think. 180 was the biggest thing I could find on hand around here. Yeah. went to Springfield, Oregon to get a 300 on Monday and turned out to be a 150. So drove to Hood River to get the 180.
Man,
Look at him hustling. How's he finding these things before we do, Ken?
I should.
No.
I'm not going to complain. I've been getting some deals of late.
Well,
Right.
Bateson says the 180 is brand new.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Oh, man, that is
Then
awesome.
Ginger says, pics or it didn't happen.
No kidding. No kidding. Well, he streams from time to time, or he's been up on some people's streams, or at least I think. Yeah. Like I seen him on like Kevin's and stuff, and he's showing off some of his stuff. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to be there live.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think he's just a few miles away from me. He's up here in Vancouver.
Yeah. You're going to have to raid him someday.
Yeah, for sure.
Go over to his
Sure.
house.
Yeah.
Dude, we're here to take pictures.
I think they're looking to buy a house now too. So yeah, hopefully
That'll be nice.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
A fish house completely made for fish.
A fish house completely made for fish. I don't know about that. I mean, these guys, they're close to that. Or Rusty Wessel for sure. He's
There you go.
got a house just for his fish. Man, getting crowded by the dog and the boy here.
Two creatures. One has
Mystery Snail Guardians wants to know, does anybody have mystery snails? I had some. I don't know if any of them are alive anymore.
Were there some there?
Same boat here. I've got some mystery snails. I think that was down in Willamette Valley also. And I tossed them in a little pond that I have on my back porch. And so, yeah, maybe.
Well, you know what makes me so mad? We had one that got big, great big one.
Oh, that's an apple snail.
That was huge.
Anyway, what cichlids was it? Was it the buffalo heads that did it? The bit his poor 10-eye.
Oh, yeah.
De-eyeballed them, basically.
No, because he died before I took out my little D6, Pistogramma D6s out of that tank. And anyway, he was dead right before we put those in.
Can't blame the buffalo heads and their little purple lips or anything.
No, little blue-lipped buffalo heads.
Yeah.
They're up here with me now.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're in the
75
Yeah,
gallon.
we put them in the
Okay.
75.
Well,
okay.
because there were so many of them. Because we bought 2 different BAPs of them.
Oh,
And each BAP had more than 6 fish in it. So there was way more than 12 buffalo heads. And we put them in there and they were like that big. And then like the next week they were like, this big. It was
Well,
like, what the heck?
I
Wow.
sure hope pothos leaves can't do damage in water. Because I was looking at it, the pothos grew on the one side and now it's going underwater over here. And then I can see the leaves. That can't be good for a pothos.
see what happened?
See, I can't even grow pothos right, man. Even the pothos screw it.
Yeah, God, you're doing all
Usually
right.
you stick the roots in and it goes everywhere. Mine goes. Y'all think I can't make this up, man. Look, there's my pothos. Can you see it? See how it,
Barely.
on that side's the roots and on this side's
It
the.
comes up on my big screen here, maybe.
Oh, it's just away.
See the pothos right there? I mean, it's growing in the actual tank.
Oh, okay.
And there's the roots there above the rocks. And then on this side, you can see the pothos.
Are there some leaves out of the water and some?
No, right now it's looking fully submerged.
Oh yeah, it's probably not gonna like that.
No.
If it was kind of just a leaf is down in the water, I'd say just see what happens,
But
But
it's turning white. I'm thinking I
yeah.
drowned it.
it's not gonna like that. It's drowning.
Yeah, I'll fix that when I get off of here.
Right on.
At least with plants, it's not like humans. I can let them go another half hour and it'll be fine, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I bought some plants today too, and they're still in this little cup.
Look at you go in the tissue cultures.
Yep.
You know what I did though? When we were down at Willamette Valley Aquarium Society, I went in there and they had some bagged stems of some Pinatophyta.
Oh yeah.
And they were already like grown in the water, and that's the first time I've put one into the substrate and actually had it grow.
Nice.
So that was kind of nice. I didn't, because I literally every other time they just withered away and died, and this time I'm actually getting growth, and I'm like, woohoo!
Nice. That's a beautiful plant. When you tried it before, did you try attaching it to like a log or rock or something?
I did both of that, and then
Yeah.
I tried the tissue cultures. I tried
Yeah.
the potted versions. Every time it would just die. This time it took off like a champ. So, and they said that we would probably have more success with it that way, and I sure did.
Yeah, okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, that's why I was curious, because that's an unusual plant where you use it kind of like an epiphyte on, or they say you can. You didn't have much luck, or that you could plant it like that. So, yeah, but it's a really cool looking fern plant stuff. Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about my success there. It's a mini success, but it's a success. I still need to have you come over and help me hook up some CO2, even though Ken doesn't want me to.
I know. Ken would probably be holding the door closed and stuff. No, Ryan, get out of here! You're not gassing our fish. You know, the one thing I've learned with this plant farm tank, because it doesn't really have a filter in it. There's a power head in there that has a sponge on it that I like plug in every once in a while when I stir up junk. I let that kind of suck everything up. But with no flow, you know, that you just need a very tiny bit of CO2 for the water to get saturated. So, you know, I think if you do it right and you have a good amount of flow in there and stuff, and you know, you watch out for a couple of pitfalls and stuff, then you should be able to avoid any disasters. But you know, I mean, it's true. Those things happen sometimes. A lot of people here probably saw Steve's video. That same exact thing has basically happened to me before. What I did is I replaced the tank, and I didn't check the bubble counter afterwards. I just assumed it was all set, ready to go. And yeah, I lost some of the fish in that tank. Wasn't all of them, but still. Yeah.
That's what I'm envisioning getting. Here's our fishies. They're going to be swimming, and it's.
I was planning on putting a very small amount and only turning it on when I turn on the lights, and then turn it off before I turn off the lights, like when I feed, and then turning off the lights. So that way I wouldn't have it running when the lights are not running.
Yeah. So this tank right behind me here, this 20 long, it has CO2 in it, and yeah, it's on a timer that has 2 plugs. So when the lights come on, the CO2 comes on, and then it goes off. It goes off. That plant farm tank, I got it kind of. There's 2 different timers, so I kind of have it offset. But that's not necessary by any means.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing that, but that sounds so complicated for me. And then, you know, it's my first foray into CO2. And I have, I think, everything I need except for the CO2 tubing.
Yeah. And I got, I don't know if it's here, but yeah, I've got a bunch of that stuff. So if you want, I can bring some over.
Yeah.
And I think some people just use regular airline. You know, that it's possible you can lose some out of that airline, that it can seep through that airline. But I would imagine that's just a very tiny amount. This 5-pound CO2 tank that's behind me that runs this tank, I haven't filled it in months, you know?
Yeah, I can see it now. Did y'all kids find us blue lips? What happened? Oh, there's a CO2 tank on here.
It wouldn't be enough to hurt us.
Yeah.
It's not like we're running a car engine in the house.
Yeah. You get a separate tank of nitrous and see what that does. Yeehaw.
I don't think they want to see us on a stream on nitrous. That don't sound like
probably not. That might be a bad.
You don't want to meet the honest Donnie. That's scary.
Mystery Snail Guardian wants to know if we have Facebook business pages.
We do have Daniken Aquatics.
No. What about you, Ryan?
I am not a part of Facebook. In
That's
fact,
true.
like, that like I had to call Kenny last time about Willamette Valley to see if they're what's going on, because I have no idea, I have no access. But yeah, I'm not a Facebooker. But if you're on Facebook, definitely check out Daniken Aquatics.
We just started learning about all the different avenues. Like I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram, Daniken Aquatics now.
Nice.
And now people are telling me I need a Twitch and a Twatch and all these other things, man.
Chalupa no tomatoes. I'll pay good money for a nitrous stream.
Yeah.
I like the picture of the chalupa with no tomatoes.
Maybe once I'm monetized someday. We're still, like 750.
I'll be like this. Are you with me, Chalupa? Are we okay, Chalupa? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, maybe simulate it for free. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
So we are down to Daddy, less than a month and a half.
Oh yeah, Oktoberfest, baby.
It's gonna be showtime.
Yeah, I'm stoked,
I'd be excited if my house was clean.
Well, you got less than a month and a half or more, about a month and a half.
I'm taking a vacation first.
Yeah. Did you know she said that? I'm taking a vacation and I want my house clean. What does that tell you she's expecting?
There you go.
I'll have all the fish tanks done. You can concentrate on the house.
Yeah. Get that 300 polished up. The house.
And while you're at it, call Maids R Us, man.
Oh no, Patrick. He said it's 10:07 p.m. and it's 93 degrees right now.
That's hot, man. That's a bummer.
I gotta say.
Speaking of being 10 o'clock there or 8 o'clock here, I always try to mention that I think Pam's starting right now. So, if people want to bail on us and go check out and see what Pam and Bob and stuff are doing, feel free. So there's your reminder, That's
so nice of you to do, Ryan.
Well, I didn't intend to step on any toes here, and just stream when I can, and happy to be able to do this and have
How late do you
wonderful
usually
guests
go?
like you. What's that?
How late do you usually go?
I think so. This is the third stream, so this is just number 3 here, and I think it was just short of an hour, like 54 minutes the first one, and then Trent and I did one for like just a minute or two over an hour, I think, or something.
So trying to keep it at about an hour. That's good. That's
Well,
what Ken and I do.
Yeah, something like that. Sure. Yep.
Oh, we're back to normal Oregon weather, man. We're down 60s and low 60s at night. Tomorrow's going to be 75. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, I think we've been getting down into the 40s and 50s at night.
Well, I know I've been having to plug in an extra heater on these two back here because they were...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay, because the garage is getting cold.
This tells you when you're time strapped, man. I keep needing to pull the other heater out and check the heater on it because this one keeps cranking up to, when I plug in the extra heater, like the 84 degrees. So I know something.
Oh,
That's the only thing bad about the Eheims, man. They got too many lines that you have to try to keep which one's which,
Yeah, I love the Eheims, and I know you guys do too, because I've seen them in a ton of your tanks, because they're reliable, right?
Right.
But yeah, the setting of them and stuff, it's kind of nice because if you want to mess with all that stuff, you can calibrate it to say whatever temperature it really is and stuff. But it's when it's not working right for you, it's just a pain in the butt.
That's where you gotta do what we do. We got the extra heater that's got a temp gauge on it, so that way.
Yeah. Yeah. So you run two heaters in those tanks then?
Oh yeah, it's wintertime. I have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Have
at
to.
winter time, probably about 3, because
Yes.
number 1, you don't want any of them to be overworked. Number 2,
Yeah.
if one of them gives out, you need to make sure that there's backup for that.
Right. Mhm.
We got backups to the backups.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you try to keep them separate and at other ends of the tank then?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
we usually will run, like right now you can see I've got one on the far corner, then the heater one in the middle always is there, and then I'll usually add the second one to the far left over here. So
Yeah.
Nice.
but those
Also,
babies burn
too-
electricity in the
Well,
winter.
and also too, which Ken doesn't like to do, but I like to put mine at an angle or sideways, so the heat goes all the way up from one rather than just having it in a skinny column.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
like to
Well, see,
angle.
in this tank behind me, Danny, if you recall, I did it your way several times. And what happened?
The big cichlids beat up on your.
Yeah, the Oscars come down, they'll grab it and shake it. Then
Yeah.
there goes the holder because it's all over the tank. Good luck finding it.
Like last night, we were sitting out on the back deck, and we were eating some dinner out there, and you could hear clank, 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 clank. And I said,
Oh,
Ken,
really?
that's that Oscar slamming that heater against the side of the tank.
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
sitting there going, I cannot believe how much that Oscar does that. And I'm like, I'm surprised it's not shattered. I really need to get some Oscar-proof heaters. And I saw a company that's coming out with them, Cobalt, is
Oh, really?
coming out with a heater that's literally actually Oscar-proof. It's like plastic and it's encased and stuff, and it's like something that the Oscars.
But will it
can't
heat
really
a
get.
tank is going to be the big question.
Yeah, that's the thing is, yeah, I've seen Cobalt used to make those kind of flat
Mhm.
heaters that were plastic like that and stuff, and yeah, I don't think they had a lot of power on them.
These ones are supposed to have like an
Oh.
external temp gauge, and it's supposed to be able to be controlled by your phone, and it's
Oh.
supposed to be like super accurate. It's like
Oh, yeah.
super high tech.
Yeah, that sounds killer. That sounds killer.
Yeah. I wonder if I can find it really quick. Let me look.
Yeah. Probably only a $90 heater too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know it is. Danny's asking for it.
Oh yeah. See, just a little one though is $50. That's for a 25-watt one.
Oh, yeah. So put in a
Wow.
300 watt, and what's that say?
Let me go to Amazon and see if these. Let's see. So they only go up to 100 watts, and it's $59 for the 100-watt one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, there
that's
we are.
cute.
again.
That's a cute little heater.
I like
Yeah, not Oscar-sized tank.
Yeah,
No.
they sell an Oscar-proof heater that will not heat the Oscar tank. That's awesome.
just get 6 of them. It would only be
Yeah.
like $350, you know?
Yeah, right?
So Cobalt, please, if you're listening,
We like the Oscar-proof tank.
love the idea, but let's get 200 and 300 watters, shall we?
Hey, Ricky. Yeah, no doubt. Come with
Base
the
and
power.
genetic, we wish we could go without heaters, but these two behind us, no way's happening.
No.
And the Discus tank and Ultimate Angels tank's going to be, absolutely has to be heated.
Yeah.
But I am going to take Lucas. Lucas gave me some ideas. He says, spread them big 125s out through a couple different rooms that need the heat, then use that. He says that turns into your heater for the whole room. He goes,
Yeah. This is my office, and this I keep this tank with the Ultimate Angels in it, so I keep it a little toasty, and it's a 90-gallon tank, and so yeah.
What temperature do you keep that one at? I was going to ask you that.
Between 82 and 83.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I've got these guys at 82. I was wondering if I could take them down to 80, but I don't want to mess with them, really.
Right. Yeah.
But yours have so much more stripage than mine. Mine are very monochromatic. compared to yours.
Yeah, you know,
Well, his are
just like
wild.
any fish, they brighten up and kind of, you know, get duller sometimes. And yeah, these are wild too, you know.
So do yours do this with the like? Can you see how monochromatic they are with not vivid stripes, but they're like almost blend into each other?
Oh wow, no, I've never seen them quite like that. Just the stripes get, you know, hazier for sure. Like not as,
But you
yeah,
see what I'm talking about, where it kind
yeah,
of
like
looks.
one of them, yeah, like almost doesn't. There are a couple of them there in the middle.
Yeah.
That look
Well,
like
they change though. They change. They actually go dark sometimes.
Well, that's what I figured. Yeah, that they'll change.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yep. Those are Daniken Aquatics #1.
All right, people, don't buy the hoodie.
No, the hoodie's found now. I actually dropped the price back down.
Oh,
How do
they
you know
fixed
it's
it.
fine?
Because we have one of our viewers that bought it, and he's washed it now. I think he said 6-7 times with no issue. You wash it and don't dry it, and you're fine.
So it's not $1,500 anymore.
No, I don't even remember. I put it in the reason. It's back down the reasonable, and it's good to go now.
Oh man,
Don't dry it.
that was fun.
Patrick Carter, thank you. I love these angelfish. They're my babies. With those
Yeah.
long pectoral fins.
Yeah,
They're so crazy looking. I just love it.
they're a lot of fun. #1 on the you know, or one of the two #1s on the
Yes,
Daniken Top 100.
So our friend who was the breeder of these
That was number
was
one
very
in my
excited.
book. Right there is number one.
Well, #20 was #1 in my opinion, but
the
all
insane clown posse.
oh yeah, definitely.
These two are getting frisky. They're about to start mating again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think you mentioned that in the video. Yeah, anybody that hasn't gotten a chance, you know, Daniken Aquatics, they got a whole playlist of those top 100. You know, I don't know how long it would take you to watch all 100 videos, probably a couple hours, but you're going to learn some stuff and see some very cool fish. No
I
doubt.
learned stuff doing those too.
Oh, yeah, I bet, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was when I was doing some in-depth studying, and I think the two that I found the most surprising was the golden wonder killifish. That fish has so many unique qualities, and I had no clue about half of that stuff. And I was like, wow, Danielle, you really haven't been doing your research.
There's so much to know, you know?
Yeah, those giant hatches, I love those guys.
Yeah, finding information on those is next to impossible.
Yeah, they're the ones with the kind of weird looking
It's almost like it's almost like a knife, a little black knife.
Yeah, very unusual.
Yeah, and then the other one that I had a tough time finding any information about was the ant tetras. They're just not common enough in the hobby to have a lot of information on them.
Really? Well, so you got to put stuff out from your personal experience, right?
Yes, exactly.
Huh?
Any snails videos in the playlist? Not in the top 100 fish.
Not to mention, I think any snails or mention a snail you're probably not going to want to watch.
Wow. There was one video earlier.
There was never mystery snails intentionally heard on our channel. We like mystery snails.
There we go. Nice. Yeah. I asked them the other day that if the assassin snail was their mortal enemy, and they said no, they like them too. They just keep separate.
Yeah, I don't think they care much. Any fahaka.
Nope. Oh, okay. I got you. The ram's horns.
Yeah, I don't think the fahaka cares. Any snail that hits it, he ain't looking to see, oh, that's a pond. I don't like it. That's a...
Yeah.
Ours even eats the trumpet snails, which I've never heard of.
Oh, really? You've tried to throw those in there?
But only the bigger ones.
Yeah, he likes the bigger ones.
I see. That's the thing is, I have some trumpet snails, but they are tiny.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what size anything. He'll go down and grab everything. But then I'm like, I try not to feed them. Ever since it's been freaking me out since I found out that they carry parasites. So I'm like, okay, I just now got them getting fat. Do I want to risk feeding them snails and have to go through all that again?
Yeah, I'd say most good 80+% of the time I feed mine just krill. Sometimes some other things, but a lot of krill.
Yeah, I think one of my other favorites, though, my other favorite video, and I can't wait to do a follow-up video, is the one over there where it's the
Peppermint pikehead.
Yeah, the pikehead gouramis. That's such a fascinating fish to watch, at least for me. Now, Ken finds them a little bit creepy because they stalk you.
They do.
Subtly.
They will sit there and watch. I can have a little piece of food right here on my finger. Really? And those their eyes are like chameleon eyes. It is kind of, you can see them, Then all of a sudden, with no warning, it's, they're on you. But I grew up around pike and muskie where you got to be paying attention because, they'll come at you like that in the wild too. And when you get a little muskie jolt when you're swimming in the lake, it tends to wake you up,
I bet. That's how I do it. You guys did a video on those when you first got them, didn't you?
I only showed them one time during
a live
stream.
Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't think we did a video.
Yeah. No, I hadn't done a video on them specifically because I was waiting to do them for the top 100. That's why I didn't do one when I first got them. But I found them so interesting. But like when I walk towards the tank, they all four just come to the front of the tank and they just sit there and they watch me.
We had some trials and tribulations during our top. There was times I was doing the same thing, only I lost all the fish that I was going to shoot. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
Those Soda Lake cichlids. I was going to, they were way up there too. And
so we found out later on that the person that we were getting them from in the club uses a very special mixture of Epsom salts and baking soda and all this other stuff to really change the water.
Yeah.
So when we were putting him and bringing him home, we weren't told that that's what he'd been doing.
Yeah.
And so they would do okay for a while and even seem to be thriving. Then all of a sudden they'd all just kick the bucket. We were like, and it always happened from this same person that we were getting the fish from. So we finally said, we're losing all your fish. We're not going to buy any more fish of yours because
we don't want to kill your fish anymore.
Right. There's something wrong.
But they're amazing fish. They're so gorgeous when you see them.
But then he's like, oh, you're probably not putting that. Well, no. Why didn't you put that on the bag?
Yeah, no kidding.
Come on.
Yep.
But
which we're not fans of anyway. I don't want to sit there and have to play with my water daily to keep a fish alive. I want them to live in the water I have here, or that's.
But I have gotten the recipe to make this stuff for the water, and I will be putting them in the Cato punctatus tank. So those are the little new shellies that I got.
Oh, okay. I figured there must be some Dankiken cichlid.
Yeah. So I will be putting that mixture in with those fish because those fish did come from him.
Yeah.
But I've put in
got the recipe now.
Yeah, now I've got the recipe. I actually had to find the recipe online. So, and it was for a Rift Lake salt mixture. The cichlid salts. So I went online and I found the actual recipe. So like Epsom salts and baking soda and a teaspoon of marine salt.
Nice. Yeah, get all those different minerals in there.
Yeah. That marine salt adds the minerals that you need for those types of fish, and it adds the magnesium sulfate or whatever. The baking soda adds that, and then the Epsom salts bring in the rest of what you need. So you just make up a batch of that and add that to the water before you change the water and pour it in. So
Yeah, I'm not real big on messing with the water parameters either.
Yeah.
Although I did buy those crystal shrimp today, and yeah, that was part of the idea. It's such a small tank that I could just use, deionized distilled water from the grocery store and get my TDS in that right range.
right.
I don't know. We'll see what happens too. I'm hoping that they they thrive in there. But
Well,
I've
the cuddle
never,
petals look pretty good right now, so I think we're
nice.
doing things okay so
Good.
far.
Good. Glad to hear that. See Florida Fish Rescue's in here. Hello, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, you've got the Ultimate Angel tank looking so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. There, and I didn't feed them earlier today, so that maybe they'd come out grace us with their presence.
Yeah. Do they like to hide?
Whoa.
Oh, but yours are wild, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, so my desk sits right next to this aquarium. They're wild, and and so yeah, I usually sit right next to them, and they kind of hang out here all the time. But yeah, sometimes I just open the lid to feed them because there's a big old canopy on this thing, and they're like freaked out by that. They'll go hide in the corner, like, well, they'll figure it out once the food starts raining down on them, But yeah, they get skittish sometimes. Trent says they always hide because he, comes stomping in here, and I don't mind that. I mean, if I've seen a lot of people treat discus like they're babies and like tiptoe around them, and and then they're gonna act like babies if you treat them like that.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes they get a little freaked out. See, yeah, one of them disappeared, and they're back in the corner, and now the other one's thinking, oh yeah, I don't know, this is kind of sketchy. Maybe I'll take off.
Octopus or willow hygro that you've got in there?
This is willow hygro.
Okay.
And in fact, I think I got it from you guys when you hacked it.
I don't think I have any of that stuff left. I had it in like a billion tanks, and then all of a sudden it's all gone.
Well, I'll be bringing some to Fishtoberfest, so
Okay.
you know where to find it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I mean, we got another meeting coming up here, second Sunday in September at the Guppus, and then yeah, our big event. Very cool.
So I won't be at the next Guppus meeting. I'll be sending plaques with Kenny probably, but I.
Oh, you going on your camping trip?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we were trying to go to Yosemite, but it sounds like right now we were going to go to Yosemite and then go just south of there to the Sequoias. And Sequoias, there is no campfires whatsoever anywhere in the Sequoia National Forest. So, which means basically, and they won't let you use a camp stove, not campfire,
Really?
nothing
Oh,
to
wow.
heat up your food. So you have to take like sandwiches for your whole week's. And I'm like, that's not camping to me.
Yeah, that's two of my favorite things as far as camping is like eating the food and staring at the fire and hanging out around the fire and shooting the shit,
Yeah. So, so far there's no bands in the Humboldt County, which is where the redwoods are. So we may have to divert and go to the redwoods. So I got to talk to my daughter and find out.
Cool.
Yeah, I just noticed that Mr. Green Terror's coming out of here, Danny. I don't know. She might have got her butt kicked when I had to put her over here. Remember the other two Oscars? But I noticed P's got about the whole upper side of her is missing all of its scales now.
No.
So I don't know if it's Mr. Green Terror doing it or if it's from when I transferred him from here. Because she was up there one day acting weird, so I had to pull her and put her over here. But now I'm noticing she's really beat up. So I don't know. See that jerk? He's been going up. Well, I'm going to put him back with Mr. Lipperinus back here. Because
Mr. Lipperinus tends to straighten things out, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. I'll let him he's forgotten what it's like to get bullied. So,
But I've got one of the Viejas in the tank right above Ken's head. I'm watching him, and he's going around and just being a bully himself. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I love those Viejas in that tank. Oh,
Yeah.
magic.
we're about to figure out what to do with her when we get off the stream here.
Cool colors. Well, I think we're like wrapping it up here if we're gonna stick towards the hour mark. You know,
Has it been an hour already?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys will have to come back again, or maybe individually. I get like Danny one time, Kenny.
he can't handle us both at once, honey.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I did. I survived. Right?
This is true. He did.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here and being a
Thanks
part
for
of it.
having
You know, just getting this stream kicked on, and so yeah, I did the first one by myself, second one with Trenton, and then yeah.
Well, Rob93 and Joy said they'd come on for you.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So
very
good. Reach out to Rob
Yeah.
and
Right
Joey.
Yeah.
And you think me and Danny are tough? Try to be having those two going at once. You'll be in
Yeah,
trouble.
once again, I don't want them at the same time. But as much as I can. You know, I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right?
Right?
No,
Thanks
it was
for having
awesome.
us, Ryan. Thank
Yeah,
you. Had a
you're
good
welcome.
time.
You're welcome. Awesome. Well, we'll see you later. Check out these guys on Sunday. What's it? 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern. Sunday, they do a stream every week. Go watch the 100 videos they made on 100 cool fishes, you know, and yeah, learn a few things and get to see some awesome fish. And we'll talk to you later.
Peace out, guys. Thanks for having us, Ryan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.